The 4-year cyclical process of electing our leaders has ended.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the basis of the foregoing election results and by the power vested in me as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Ghana and the returning officer of the presidential election, it is my duty and honor to declare Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana.
It ended in tears for some.
Pledged throughout my time of service as a representative to the good people of Ghana to do exactly that. And that is why I stand before you tonight, unwilling to accept the fictionalized results of a flawed election.
And for others, in jubilation.
One more person. Of MPP winning the 2020 elections, first of all, I want to congratulate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
But that was always to be expected. There can only be one winner in a contest. The voting process may have been generally smooth, but it is the other critical aspects of the election, the counting, the collation, and the declaration, which has attracted anger and criticism from the losing side, in this case, the NDC, as well as some members of the public. Now, this election was an election like none other. Almost everyone, especially the main stakeholders, the political parties, as well as the media, were extra vigilant, investing in technology to ensure the rapid transmission of results, even as electoral officers relayed their results to the EC's collation centers. So everyone was following the process keenly, and as much as possible, not much went unnoticed, such as the Tichiman South area, where security officials opened fire after a scuffle broke out there when the NDC resisted the EC's attempt to proclaim the MPP candidate as winner. Sustained gunshot wounds. In Savalugu in the northern region, where NPP supporters raised concerns of infractions such as overvoting at some polling stations, one person, a teenager, was killed following the outbreak of violence.
And the rightful candidate declared accordingly to reflect the sovereign will of the people of Savalugu. Any attempt by the Electoral Commission to subvert this will be resisted forcefully by us as a political party and as a people.
In Ododio, which was long identified as a major hotspot, 2 people died following disagreements over the results there. The police service has admitted that at least 6 lives were lost in this electoral process.
I wish to assure all Ghanaians that all the recorded incidents are currently being investigated in line with our criminal justice and rule of law procedures, and that the outcome of the investigations will be duly brought to the notice of the good people of this country.
But why does 6 lives have to be needlessly lost in an exercise that ought to be so simple? Perhaps the stakes were too high, but even that is not an excuse to lose 6 lives. And the threat of losing more lives is more glaring now, with the opposition NDC's call to action for its supporters to hit the streets to protest the EC's declaration of the presidential and parliamentary outcome, which they insist they won.
I have come to confirm that we still stand by our original position, and that is to reject the presidential results as declared by the Electoral Commission.
We have seen supporters of the party massing up at the EC here in Accra and then burning ties in Tamale in the northern region, sometimes employing violence, all in a bid to compel the EC to overturn the results, which they describe as a stolen verdict. In Banda, the MPP has been protesting the results with demonstrations as well. Perhaps what rings loudest in their ears is that without justice, there should be no peace. But is that not what their leaders committed to when they signed the peace pact before the elections?
To ensure peace and preserve the stability of our dear nation, Ghana. Elections are about counting heads and not cutting heads.
I pledge that the peace, unity, and safety of Ghana will be our primary consideration. May God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong.
So, were these pledges to protect our peace mere rhetoric? Ghana boasts of a robust peace architecture that has earned praise from the international community. It is the beacon of democracy and peace within this troubled sub-region. Therefore, we don't have the luxury of taking it for granted. In fact, what we actually require is diligence and a sustained effort to maintain it. But what will it take to maintain it? Truth and transparency from the arbiters of this process, but also a clear demonstration of commitment by John Mahama and President Akufo-Addo to that pact to ensure peace even after the election. This is critical because peace is the soul of our motherland, and we must, in all honesty, pursue this path for the benefit of ourselves and generations unborn.